This is the face behind a claim currently shaking global markets: the assertion that Iran has finally agreed to stop its nuclear enrichment and hand over its entire supply of uranium to the United States. To understand why this matters, you have to look at what's hidden in videos like this. We are talking about uranium enriched to 90%, the exact purity required to turn a power source into a functional nuclear weapon. This satellite image shows where that material is actually produced. These facilities are buried deep within mountainous terrain, a geographical choice meant to shield Iranian centrifuges from conventional airstrikes. Historically, Tehran has met every demand for this material with defiance. They even recently rejected an offer from Russia to act as a neutral custodian for the stockpile, preferring to keep the uranium and the world on edge. This creates a significant paradox. For years, Iran has chosen the brink of war over a single compromise. For that stance to change now, something massive has to be shifting. As this diagram shows, three separate forces are currently locking together, creating a momentum that simply hasn't existed until today. That momentum begins at sea. U.S. Central Command has cut off the primary source of capital, keeping the Iranian economy functional through maximum pressure. This map shows the current deployment along the Iranian coast. By positioning the USS Abraham Lincoln alongside F-35 and F-16 squadrons, the U.S. has created a physical wall around Karg Island and Bandar Abbas, the twin lungs of Iran's oil export economy. Vessels like the Adrian Darya 1 cannot navigate these waters. American forces are using direct interceptions, warning tankers that crossing the line means immediate force. Recently, at least 8 Iranian tankers were forced to abandon their routes and turn back. This isn't just a show of naval power. By physically sealing off the coast, the U.S. is inducing a state of economic asphyxiation, depriving Tehran of the cash reserves it needs to maintain its government or its nuclear centrifuges. While the blockade chokes the economy, a parallel effort is working to stabilize the region's borders. Any flare-up in nearby conflicts would give Tehran an immediate excuse to walk away from these nuclear negotiations. This is why the U.S. just brokered a sudden 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. For the moment, the missiles have stopped. The strategy here is about isolation. By pausing the strikes on Lebanon, the U.S. is removing the fog of war that Iran often uses to stall diplomatic talks. The White House has become the center of this regional stabilization, hosting delegations from both Israel and Lebanon to ensure this pause remains intact. Locking down these conflicts acts as a geopolitical shield. It forces Iran into a direct, one-on-one stare-down with Washington, with no proxy wars left to hide behind. Even with economic and regional pressure, a deal requires a credible messenger. When direct talks in Islamabad ground to a halt, the architecture of this deal required a different kind of diplomatic bridge. That bridge is being built by Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Asim Munir. They are playing a high-stakes role as intermediaries, physically traveling between capitals to deliver the strict U.S. ultimatums directly to the leadership in Tehran. This diagram reveals the underlying incentive. As Pakistan delivers these messages, they are simultaneously securing a $5 billion loan from Saudi Arabia, a massive payout that effectively serves as a broker's fee for stabilizing the region. Using Pakistan provides Iran with a vital face-saving off-ramp. It allows the leadership to frame their surrender as a regional agreement rather than a public submission to American demands. This aerial view of the desert facility shows the reality of the current stalemate. The pressure is at its peak, and while the claim of a deal has been made, Tehran is currently cornered, calculating its final move. If the deal holds, the impact on the global economy will be immediate. Unblocking the Strait of Hormuz would stabilize oil prices and provide a much-needed buffer against a global recession. On the security front, the immediate threat of a nuclear-armed Iran would evaporate, fundamentally shifting the power balance of the Middle East. Peace in this context is not a matter of shared values, it is a matter of mathematical certainty. By combining a naval blockade, regional containment, and a paid intermediary, the U.S. engineered a situation where surrender is the only viable path forward.